Hey guys, it's Victoria. It's been a really long time since I've had the opportunity to film. We've had a lot going on recently, and I have a big update coming your way. This is just part one of a video that I'm going to put together for you guys. Today is Monday, July 28th, and I'm getting ready to head to my doctor's appointment. Our very first big fertility appointment. We're meeting with the head of our clinic. I'm not really sure what all's in store for today. I'm kind of under the impression that this will be more of an informational kind of meeting, that that they'll be going through my chart, asking us questions, and really just kind of getting our history, and then they'll set us up for testing. So that's really what I think's happening. I'm going to be meeting my husband there so that we can go through the appointment together. He really wants to be involved with this, which I am very thankful for and excited that he's going to be part of. And yeah, so I'm going to head out to my appointment. I'm sure that I won't be able to film anything there. They're pretty strict about it. So I'll give you guys an update then when I get home tonight. Talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, it's Victoria. I'm home from my appointment now with the fertility doctor, so I just wanted to go over everything with you that we found out and what we now know and kind of where we stand with things. I have a few notes, so I might be looking at them, and I have some things to show you guys. So first of all, I want to start out by saying that I was so nervous all day. I was half sick about this whole appointment because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm also very concerned just because our insurance doesn't cover anything fertility related. So of course I'm scared about what the bills are going to be and what they're going to say. And it was just nerve-wracking. Plus it's to that point now where it's like we're actually going to get real answers. And as exciting as that is, it's also scary because we don't know what's going to happen. So I was pretty nervous about the appointment this whole time. And so my husband and I, as I told you in the previous clip, we went to the appointment together, which was great. I am so thankful that he was there. When we got there, we had to wait just a little bit, not very long at all. And then they took us back to the room, and there was the ultrasound tech and a student physician who was there, and they kind of did the initial exam and questions and stuff of that nature. And I really thought maybe at the appointment that's all that would happen, is they might do like an exam and then we'd talk to the doctor and they'd order our testing. So I was pretty shocked when we got in the room and they did, height, weight, blood pressure, asked us a few questions, and then they said, okay, well, we're going to have you go ahead and get undressed and put this gown on, and we're going to do a transvaginal ultrasound. And I'm like, what? I was really surprised that that was on the first appointment. I'm very thankful because I wasn't expecting it at all, but I was still pretty shocked. So they did the ultrasound, and I loved our ultrasound tech. She was so nice. I have had these done before, but they've never taken the time to explain anything to me or point anything out or anything like that. So she really took the time to say, and here's your uterus, and here's your cervix, and here are your follicles, and see here, if you twist it this way, you can get like a cross section. Well, sorry if you can hear my dogs, they're playing. If you twist it this way, you can get a cross section of your ovary and kind of look at what a CAT scan would look at. And she explained what she was measuring and why she was measuring it. And it was really nice. It made me really comfortable, and it was just nice to feel like they weren't hiding anything from me. So that was great. And then, the ultrasound took a little while just because then the student physician wanted to be involved and kind of use the wand himself and see what she was looking at. So they did the ultrasound, then they did a typical exam with the speculum and everything, pushed her onto my belly, asked questions, about have I had thyroid issues, weight issues, which is obviously an issue, being hot and cold, excess facial hair, all of the classic symptoms of PCOS. So we had that whole conversation, and then they took us out into the hallway, to wait to actually speak with the fertility doctor, and he's one of there are two like head doctors of the clinic, and this is one of those head doctors that I was getting to see. So I was really excited. Dr. Orris is his name. So we had to go out in the hallway and wait for him. And in the meantime, we were approached by one of the other nurses who asked us if we wanted to do some genetic testing. I've been kind of on the fence how I feel about genetic testing. There are certain things that I just don't know if I want to know, but this was really basic. Just a couple of things that they're looking for to see if I'm a carrier for Tay-Sachs, things of that nature. So, I wasn't too worried about that. Those are the kinds of things that I would want to know. So we agreed to that. And while we were filling out the paperwork, we got called in to sit down with Dr. Orris, and he went through all of our stuff, looked at the ultrasound, asked us a few more questions, and then basically just said, okay, here we go. I'm going to send you for a bunch of blood work. I'm going to send your husband for some blood work. He's just right now just checking his chromosomes. But for me, he was running, as he called it, the $1 million workup. So literally anything and everything that you can think of is what he ordered. And I'll tell you about that when I get to the lab part. So he wrote us all up for that and then said, because of what cycle day I'm only on cycle day 8. He said it's a perfect time to start Clomid and take a look and see if I respond to Clomid or if anything happens, since they have kind of a base measure from today. They're starting me on Clomid tomorrow, and I'll be on Clomid for 5 days. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And then we go back on Monday. So they'll do another ultrasound and kind of see how I responded, if I responded. So I just wanted to show you guys. I was kind of shocked, like I'm expecting this bottle of Clomid, and no, it's just a little pack of pills. So I just take one by mouth every day, and he also told me to take 81 milligrams of baby aspirin every day, so I got that as well. Now, because I told you guys my insurance, while it's phenomenal for everything else, when it comes to fertility stuff, it's terrible, as are most insurance options in Pennsylvania anyway, when it comes to fertility. So I was pretty nervous about my medication, but my Clomid for 5 days was only $20. So I'm not complaining. I almost hugged the pharmacist when he told me that since it wasn't covered by insurance, he would get me a cash option, and then it was only $20. So very happy about that. So he wrote us a prescription, wrote everything up for blood work, explained the Clomid and the baby aspirin, and said then we'll get together Monday, do the ultrasound, discuss all of my results, and then kind of make a game plan from there. They want us, they want to be able to check things on Monday too, as far as Jason goes. So, I'm not sure what that will entail yet, but we'll find out more on that, and I'll let you guys know. I'll also give you a detailed report of everything that they did as far as blood work. I know that they were looking at progesterone, HCG, AMH, and the phlebotomist told me that he ordered 2 full panels on top of a bunch of individual tests. So there was a whole lot going on. So we were really only with Dr. Orris for 15 or 20 minutes, but he said this visit was very quick because it's all just setting up the initial stuff, which is what I kind of thought would happen. So then we went and I got 2 vials of blood taken for the genetic testing right in the fertility clinic. She was really sweet, and she was explaining more stuff to us and said, every time we come, I'll be giving blood. So just so that I'm aware, and, maybe bring juice or something if I want it, which was nice of her. And then we went to check out and just kind of get done with everything. And I've been terrified of the price because of my fertility or lack thereof insurance. So I about fell over when she said it was a $25 copay. I was like, what? So apparently my office visits are okay. I mean, I'm not sure what the testing and stuff within the office appointment will entail. They're going to run it through insurance, and then she'll let me know. So I may still owe some additional money, but $25 for the office visit, no complaints. I'm absolutely thrilled, especially since we'll obviously be going pretty often, especially if the Clomid doesn't work and we move on to IUI IVF, which is pretty much what they're saying is going to happen with a PCOS diagnosis. So I'm not really that shocked. So I was excited about that. And then he said my blood work was fasting blood work. I hadn't eaten since the night before, which was not good, but it was also good because I could just go straight away to get my blood work done. And the phlebotomist at the lab, when he saw my paperwork, he called me back to the desk and said, "Ma'am, this is a lot of blood." I said, "I know, he ordered quite a few tests." He's like, no, I don't think you understand. This is a lot of blood, as in I've never taken this much blood from anyone before. I was like, oh. He's like, well, let's go back and take a look at how many vials exactly it is. And he starts punching everything into the computer. And it was a total of 24 vials of blood. 24. And not the little vials, like the big vials of blood. 24. And he said, "Are you sure that you really want to do this? That's a ton of blood. I'm really worried because you're driving yourself." And I said, "No." I said, "I'll let you know if I don't feel good, but I really just want to do this. I don't want to have to take time 2 days in a row from work to get blood. I just want to get it over with, get my results so that we're going to go for Monday." So we did it. He called in a couple of other phlebotomists to look at what he was doing because he was just so shocked. He said, "I think I get a certificate for this." And he also said he thought that he would have to stick me a few times just because he didn't think my vein would hold out. But it did. Somehow they got all 24 vials out of one vein. My arm doesn't even hurt. It's not really bruised. It might be a little bit tomorrow, but he did a fantastic job. So I was very thankful for that. And then I went back to work. Now, once I got most of the way back to work, I did start to feel pretty dizzy, lightheaded, and I almost felt drunk for like the good hour at work. I did get some orange juice right away, and I got some red meat to eat to try to help, and tonight we're going to have steak, so hopefully that will assist me a little bit. And yeah, I'll just kind of up my intake there. Now, as far as what my regimen's going to be over the next few days, I'll be taking my Clomid, which I already showed you guys, my Clomid, and I have to take a baby aspirin, and I have to take my prenatals. He doesn't want me to do anything else right now. He just wants to see how my body responds to those 3 things for the ultrasound Monday. So that's where we are, and I wanted to show you guys this too because I thought it was pretty cool. You get your own, I'm covering up my last name, sorry. You get your own personalized folder. I don't care if you guys see where I go. Mainline Fertility. You get your own personalized folder with a sticker on it, and then they put everything in here for you, and you're supposed to bring it every time you come, so that you have any, because a lot of times they'll give you like homework stuff to fill out or whatever, so they want you to carry this with you. He puts his card in there that has his information on it, and then it's cool because this particular clinic has several locations, so the folder has all the phone numbers you could ever need. So it's got the 3 different offices, and it has billing, insurance stuff, all the different coordinators, the IVF team, because that's a whole different team, and they give you all their information too. Your PGD coordinator, embryo coordinator, IVF lab director. Like, you have access to all of these people, which is really cool. And I like that they do that. And then this is what our blood work sheet looks like. Jason's just having, like I said, just one test done, just covering up our last name. He's just having one test done just to check his chromosomes. So his is pretty simple. So yeah, he's doing his in the morning, and we'll be all set to go. So that's where we are right now. I'm super excited. I'm going to do an update on Wednesday just to let you know how I'm feeling with the Clomid and how things are going. And And then I'll do an update again over the weekend and then another one on Monday after my appointment. So you guys are going to be seeing a lot more of me now that we're in the swing of things and in a routine and ready to go. And I'm so excited, and I hope all of you are doing really well. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to answer them as always, whether it's about my clinic or what's going on or medications or whatever. Let me know, because again, I want to pass on whatever I know, so hopefully we can help somebody else through this process. So again, hope you all are doing well. I love you lots. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.